The Abeka District Court is today hearing the case involving the alleged murder of a tenant who is known as Park Bright, and many knew him in his circles as a musician. And it is alleged that his landlord on Sunday allegedly shot him multiple times, resulting in his death. He had asked him to evacuate the place. That was his last day where his tenancy was expiring, and he was asked to evacuate. According to eyewitnesses, he was shot when he opened the gate to see his landlord. So today, the court has really been very rowdy. There have been friends and sympathizers of Spark Benjamin, many who were within his circles and knew him as a musician, and they have not taken things lightly here at all. The place has been very chaotic, as most of them wanted to take the law into their own hands and deal with this landlord on their own. Very angry supporters of Spark Benjamin, and they have vowed that they will ensure that justice is served.
The time of so at the bench. Now, Crown and so I should there's a way need to happen. And to accompany any Sunday now, yet then wait. I will be in a name, and it's a bright or friend will shoot. It is a name put on a down for home China and go come on also. And yet the initial, my minister always scared away rather than not baby ever fun. Namon conclude near get your rather near poor. Namena, you want to also one year, one more time. What I used to show the son, or young tenant for only my lawyer be obeying Jessica, the Jana may but the name rather your castle being Casabia and rather in yes, a man. It's here the abandoned freedom. The new baby, I say, or modern.
This is still the Citi Newsroom, and we are coming to you from the Mile 7 police station. The public relations officer of the Accra region, DSP Efiatinge, is here to tell us how far investigations have gone with regards to this case. And mind you, the suspect is being kept here. So how far with investigations since it happened on Sunday? What has the police been able to gather so far?
Yes, this is a very unfortunate incident, and the police has taken every steps procedurally to ensure that we do our investigations and put the suspect before court. This morning, the suspect was taken to the Abeka District Court, and he's been remanded into police custody until the 8th of June. And this afternoon, to the regional commander, together with the command itself, had to visit the crime scene and the family of the deceased to commiserate with them, and also to give them the assurance that we are going to work assiduously to ensure that justice is served.
That some persons burnt down the house. That's where the deceased used to live. Is the police also looking at getting or apprehending people who did such a thing?
Yes, we understand that some people, we don't know, or through mob action, the house in which the deceased lived was set ablaze. This afternoon we had to visit the scene, and what we can say for now is for people to exercise patience. We understand the mood in which they are, very pathetic. We equally sympathize with them. However, we do not expect that they will vent their anger in that manner, in such a way that probably if there's anything that the law enforcement would need, to help us in our investigations. It means that those bits of information will be lost. So we continue to implore them not to carry out such acts. Rather, if they have any information, they should rather support or channel those information to the police to assist us unravel the mystery behind this unfortunate incident. So, as we have said, I think those were the appeals that were also made to the family to also speak to the friends, sympathizers, and families of this deceased, so that they do not vent their anger in such a manner. When two wrongs cannot be right, we understand that a crime has been committed. That is why the police is taking so much interest in this particular case.
So that was the Public Relations Officer of the Accra Region Police Command, DSP Ifya Tenge, sharing with us what the police has been able to gather so far. This is the Citi Newsroom. And following happenings at Ofanko, we've come to the Rent Control Department to interact with the Chief Rent Officer here, and now they are integral when it comes to issues having to do with tenants and landlords. Have you heard of the happenings at Ofanko?
Yes, please. And that was yesterday. That was when I heard the story. In fact, it's unfortunate because rent control is there to help them or to settle dispute between landlords and tenants. And even though if it happens on weekend, yet we have the policemen around or the police station around. One or the landlord could have even reported the case to the police to be advised to know what exactly to do, but not in the stand to go in and maybe shoot that very guy. It's unfortunate. It's rather unfortunate that this thing have happened, but we are assuring them for now that tenancy agreement which may come out and it's against the natural justice, will cancel it. Because I don't see why you will be at your home, prepare a tenancy agreement to just benefit you alone, even at times because the landlord or the tenant have already committed by paying the money to you. But what the tenancy agreement should be given to the tenant within 7 days of the tenancy. They will be waiting until maybe 6 months, 1 year before they will prepare the tenancy agreement.
Do you usually have issues to the extent that landlords or tenants go to the extent of assaulting each other? Do these things come to you?
Yes, you are right. A lot of cases do happen. For instance, what happened to last 3 days, but not to extent that one will have to shoot or whatever, but they do assault themselves. When it happens like that, it's an assault case is purely handled by the institution, the police. So we normally refer them to the police.
Which areas do we have a lot of issues in Accra here? Coming from?
Accra, I can say that everywhere there is a problem. Accra, you cannot say generally this place, because if you think of maybe having maybe 50 cases at this Jamestown around this very month, the next month you will see that maybe cases from Osu here will be more than that.
And what usually are the issues?
The issue is inducing tenant to quit. For instance, what happened yesterday? The man was inducing the tenant on lawful judgment. So he will use all means. And if you are not strong enough, you give up. After all, the man is disturbing me. The house it doesn't belong to me. Let me pack and go away.
And is it not because of the slow system when it comes to trying their cases? So by the time they get here, it gets to court for it to be tried and died. I mean, the system is so cumbersome.
That is the procedure. You see, the procedure is different from maybe police investigating matter today, then you take you to court. You take your evidence, all right, and proceed to court straight away. It's the court to determine. And these cases, at times, it involves a lot of lawyers. A lawyer may come in, you may think that, oh, your case need to be solved within a day or a week. But looking at the case, we need to get witnesses. Looking at it, we need to go in for inspection. So all this time, and mind you, you are not the only person.
How many staff do you have?
In general, we have about 156.
In Accra?
No, nationwide. Yeah, 6 nationwide.
Is that too small for the kind of job that you are doing? When you look at, are the numbers not few?
Well, for now, I can't say it's few because I've already told you it's all depend on the farms. We are more concerned about the towns, the cities, and the regional capitals. We are yet also to talk to the municipal assembly if they can give us an office so that we can recruit. For instance, if Amasamai, where Ofanko, it happens at Ofanko, and in between Ofanko and Pokuase, or in between Ofanko, Pokuase to Achimota. Suppose that we have an office there. This incident may not even come at all, though it happened on weekend. But people might even know and say, there's a rent office here. My brother, go there and report. But because you see, we cannot open our arms too much. That is how people don't normally see our offices.
Thank you very much. And that was the Chief Rent Officer, Mr. Chum Ampofo, speaking to us on the Citi Newsroom. My name is Zoe Abubedu Ado. This is still the Citi Newsroom, and we are still at the Rent Control Department, where I've met Abdulaziz Abdul Mumin, who is actually not a happy man. He has been speaking on top of his voice, very angry with his landlord or landlady. So I'll be speaking to him to find out what brought him here, because he didn't sound too happy a man. Thank you so much for joining us on the Citi Newsroom. Okay,
my issue is that I brought my issue here for the rent control to help me. I pay my rent. My rent has finished, and I pay. They are owing me for 6 months. I pay, and I pay for 3 months again. And I was there the day that I asked them to give me time. They said no. They came and break up my door and spoiled some things, and I lost my money.
Who came to break your door?
My landlady. And now they have turned the case, and they said they have given me 3 months to go to leave my room and go to Popuasi.
So the 3 months that you paid for is for the building at Nima?
Yeah, 3 months I pay for is for the building at Nima.
Okay, and it hasn't expired yet?
The 3 months have expired, but they're supposed to give me as like the way the apartments used to do, like the way if you want to get out, if your money finish, you want to get out from the house, you have to pay. They have to give you 3 months. They're asking me to leave the room and go to Popuasi.
Whose house is that?
I don't know. The landlady says that she owns the house over there, and I don't like it.
What is your relationship with your landlady like?
I don't have any relationship. She wants me, if I wake up, I should greet everybody in the house, and that could not be. And greeting like this, I used to greet some people. The people I don't have fun with. A lot of people, they used to gossip. I don't want to even talk to them. They are gossip too much. And now I'm a hustler, and I'm a hustler. I'm hustling small to see what God will do to me forward. But now, as she's taking the thing too far, make me confused. About 1 month now, I can't even sleep. If I think, I don't know what to do even. I'm even confused.
Was a landlady so was she giving you any problems? Apart from she asking you to forcefully go out? Was there any problem with you prior to all this?
The problem was that the tip that I don't give.
What kind of tip is this?
Like I should be giving her some small money, like to buy credit, buy this, do that. And I don't do all these things. I don't do it. That's why she hates me a lot.
So that was Abdul Aziz Abdul Mumin speaking to us. They're obviously not very happy with happenings here at the rent control department. This is still the Citi Newsroom.